Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing two reviews for you. I'm going to be doing a review on the Sonia Kashuk limited edition holiday brush set, as well as some Kardashian beauty products that I got recently. And I'll go ahead and start talking about the Sonia Kashuk brushes. And these are the holiday ones. They have the gold handles with the white hairs on the top. And I'll go ahead and start with some of the things that I like about the brush set. So I like the price. You get 10 brushes for $30, which is a very, very good value. And it's budget friendly. So to me, this would make a really good gift for someone who is starting out with makeup and maybe wants to have a little bit of a brush collection going on, or someone that doesn't even use brushes and maybe you want to introduce them to brushes because they don't have any. Like for instance, my mom was still using the little sponge applicators. I was watching her one day do her makeup and I was like, no way you still use those sponge applicators. Those are so old, like don't use those anymore. So I introduced her to some brushes and now she really likes using the brushes instead of the little sponge applicators. So they do really make a difference. And so I like the price. I like that you get 10 brushes in this kit. I like the way they look. They look really pretty. I love gold. If you can't tell, I really like the gold and the white handles. I like the fact that they don't stain even though you use them. I was a little bit concerned when I was using the foundation brush and all the other brushes if when I washed them they were going to stain the bristles and they weren't going to be as nice, but they didn't because I washed them and you can see that they're not stained. And I use some dark colors too, so you can wash them and they won't get stained, so they look nice every time you wash them. My favorite brushes from this collection are the foundation brush, the pencil brush, which is like it has synthetic hairs, the concealer, and the blending brush. So I'll go ahead and talk about some of the things that I don't like. Oh, I also forgot to mention that some of these are pretty heavy. Like this one here is really heavy, and so is the powder brush. So they're heavy brushes. And I'll go ahead and talk about some of the things that I don't like. The softer natural hair bristles on these are not as soft as her other brushes, and they do shed. I don't know if you can see that, but they do shed and they're a little bit prickly. So they're not as soft as I would like them to be, but they still do their job pretty well. And I really did not like this angled eyeshadow brush that is supposed to be for your brows. I really didn't like this one in particular. The bristles are so stiff and they're so hard and scratchy that they don't move with the shape of your eyebrows. So it's really hard to fill in your brows with this, and it's hard to also get a really nice clean crisp line because the bristles are a little bit frayed. So I really didn't like this. But you get 10 brushes, and like I said, you get a foundation brush, a powder brush, a pencil brush, concealer brush, a blending brush, eyebrow angled brush, eyeshadow, the grooming brush for your eyelashes and eyebrows, a fan brush, which is really good for highlighting, and then an angled eyeshadow brush. So I think this is really a good gift if you want to get somebody this gift for the holidays, because you have basically every brush that you're ever going to need to create a look, and it's a good starter kit. So I give this a 3 stars. I like it. It is not my favorite brush set from Sonia Kashuk, but I really do like them. I think they look beautiful, and I'm just going to have them from now on as a display on my makeup counter. So they're really pretty, so I'm still they're gonna kind of be used for decoration from now on, because I don't want to be cleaning those all the time. Okay, so now I can move on to the Kardashian beauty palettes that I got. And these are the Touch Tones Gradient Eye Color set. And so I got the color Echo, which is this, which has like the mauves and grays. And then I also got this one, which is Mirage. And it has more of the gold tone colors, bronze and like champagnes. And on the back it has a little guide of where to put everything. And these I believe were $11. And honestly, I was very, very disappointed with these palettes. I have tried Kardashian beauty products before and I really like the Kardashian brand, but these were just a huge disappointment because the colors look so pretty in the palette. They look like they're going to be metallic, like they're going to be very shiny on the lid, but that was just not the case whatsoever with these. First off, these are super duper sheer. Like the pigmentation is not there whatsoever. You really kind of have to dig in there to even get a really good swatch because it's kind of dry. So I'll just go ahead and swatch like this gold. Like I'll go ahead and swatch this gold. You can, oops. See how the gold is super sheer, and then this is it here. It's even really like, it doesn't stick to your skin. So if I swatch it here on my palm, let me get that. And then I'll swatch it here on my palm. Okay. And then you can just brush it off. It doesn't stick whatsoever. So those are really hard to work with because you really have to build up the color because you put a little bit on and it's like almost not even visible. So then you have to put another layer and then it's kind of rubbing off when you put more layers on. So I just didn't like this palette. I mean, it's alright, but it was just a total disappointment because these colors look so beautiful and then you put them on and it's totally not what you expect. So I give these a 2 stars. I don't like them. I wish I could take these back because I'm probably not ever going to use these ever again. But the colors are so beautiful. It's just such a huge disappointment. I wish they were way more pigmented than they really are. Then these would be awesome palettes if they were just pigmented and creamy, but they are not. The next thing I got from Kardashian Beauty is the Kim Kardashian palette. And you can see that this time around she has the neutral palette, whereas Chloe did before. So of course I picked up the neutral palette first because of course I like neutrals. So and of course these are always good. I like them. It's the same quality as the others. So I'll go ahead and swatch these for you. Now these are a lot more creamy. They're a lot more pigmented. So I really don't understand why those little palettes were so dry and not pigmented. Like these are the mattes. I really like that you get the matte row on the top and then the shimmer on the bottom. Here are the matte swatches. And I love having mattes because mattes really make the shimmers pop. So I really like to use the mattes for the crease and then put one of these nice shimmery metallic eyeshadows on the lid. And it really makes them stand out a whole lot more than if you just use shimmery shades for your whole entire eye look. And these are the shimmery shades on the bottom. And then this time you don't get any bronzer on the bottom. You just get a blush that's very shimmery, and then you get a blush that's not as shimmery as the first one, and then you get the highlight. You get a bigger piece of the highlight now instead of the smaller one. Like in the other ones, you get a little tiny strip down the middle, but now you get a good size amount of the highlight, which I really love. The Kardashian highlight is one of my favorites. Go ahead and swatch these for you. So these are the swatches. I hope that it's showing up on camera. Here is one of the blushes with a lot of shimmer. So I'm thinking it would look really nice if you put this down and then use this as a highlight, or put this down and then use that as a highlight. So you have your choices there. Oh, that's just like a really weird angle. But yeah, I love that little palette. I love the little Kardashian palette. So I give it a 5. This one is still as good as the others. So I love it. I would totally recommend these. And I do look forward to trying the other Cardazzle palettes. I want to get the Chloe and Courtney. If you guys have any of those, let me know in the comments below. Tell me what you guys think of those. And yeah, so I hope that this was helpful for you guys. And maybe you got some holiday ideas, some Christmas gift ideas. And thank you for watching. And if you're interested, I am wearing the It's Judy Time palette eyeshadows on my eyes today, and I did film a look for it. And I will be doing a review for the palette as well as some more looks with the palette. And I will have those videos up next week, so keep an eye out for those. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video.